Okay, so this is Jana and I'm going to be explaining the 6.3 algebra course quiz. Okay, so for the first question, the key words in this question are geometric progression. Okay, this is the key word. Okay, whenever we say geometric progression and they want the common ratio, that means that you take the second term, so 7. Okay, so you divide 7 over 2 divided by 1 over 10. You could do this on your calculator, but simply we use the reciprocal, so it becomes 7 over 2 times 10 over 1. Cancel 5 and 1. 7 times 5 is 35, and that's your answer. Okay, so whenever they tell you it's a geometric progression and they want the common ratio, you take the second term and you divide it by the first term, okay, or the term and its preceding one. Okay, it doesn't have to be first and second. Question 2. Okay, here they want what is the sum of high. The easiest way to do this is using the rule. Don't start adding it up because you don't know how much like values they want, okay? So the easiest thing to do is using the Okay, to use the rule, you need to find out if this is a geometric progression or if it's a arithmetic progression or quadratic or whatever, okay? Here, if it's a geometric progression, when we divide the term by the preceding one, you get the same value as the others, okay? So let's do 12 times 0.7 divided by 12, and you get 0.7. And then if you do 12 times 0.7 to the power of 2 divided by 12 times 0.7, you also get 0.7, okay? So each time you go, you're multiplying by 0.7. That means it's a geometric progression, okay? That means we use the rule that goes GS equals G1 over 1 minus R. R is our common ratio, which we found that it's 0.7, okay? So G1 is the first term, so here it's 12. So 12 over 1 minus 0.7. Let's do it on our calculator because there's no point of not doing it on your calculator. And you get 40. And that is your answer. Second question. Okay, here they're like simplifying things for you. They're already telling you it's a geometric progression, so you don't need to divide the term by its preceding one, okay? And its common ratio is 3 over 2. Now, when they want a specific term, and here they're asking for the 10th term, we use the rule that goes Gn, which is the G10, so let's just write G10, equals G1 times R, which is the common ratio, to the power of n minus 1. Okay, so here it's 10 minus 1 minus 1. Okay, here let's like put everything in. G1, they already told you that the first term is 2 to the power of 7 over 3 to the power of 6. You might say, oh my god, why is it so big? Don't worry, just use your calculator. They're there for a reason. Okay, so times 3 over 2, which is our common ratio, to the power of 10 minus 1, which is 9. We use our calculator and we get 27 over 4. It's as simple as that. Okay, here they told you it's also a geometric progression. So we need to find, they didn't tell you the common ratio. So you need to find the common ratio. Okay. So we said we do the term divided by its preceding one, okay? So we do 100 divided by 1,000, and you get 0.1, okay? So you multiply each term by 0.1 to find the next term, okay? So here they want the third term. They gave you second term because this is 1 and this is 2, okay? So you do 100 multiplied by 0.1. Do it on your calculator or just have common sense. And that's 10. Okay, and then fourth term is third term multiplied by 0.1. So 10 times 0.1, which is 1. And then so on, so forth, whatever. It's like the same thing, okay? But be careful, because if you get this term wrong, that means you're going to get all the terms under it wrong because you're basing it off that one. Question 5. Okay. Now, they want the third term, the 7th term, and the 11th term, okay? They told us it's a geometric progression. They gave us the common ratio and the first term. That's everything we need, okay? So we use the same rule that we used قبل شوي. So Gn equals G1 times Rn minus 1, okay? So here they want the third term, so G3 equals G1, which is 1 over 2, times R, which is radical 2, and minus 1, so 3 minus 1 is 2. You do it on your calculator and you get 1. Okay, now let me write the rule on top here so we can just keep it there always. Or we just can fill it in. So G7 equals G1, which is 1 over 2, times R, which is radical 2, and then 7 minus 1, so it's 6. When you do that on your calculator, you get 4. Now, let's keep going. They want G11, so G11 equals G1, which is 1 over 2, times R, which is radical 2, to the power of 10, because 11 minus 1. You get 16. And that's how you solve that question. Now question 6. Okay, this question has nothing to do with geometric progression nor arithmetic progression. Nothing to do with progressions. I don't know why it's here. But we took it all over the years. It has been a question that's been there since grade 6. So you should know how to do it. But I'll explain it to you, okay? So they're telling us, write the repeating decimal in a fraction in its lowest term, okay? So to do that, you have to do x, okay, equal the number you have, so 1.09, and when they put the line on top of the 1.09, that means it keeps repeating, so 09, 09, and so on, okay? And then we have to take the whole number that's repeating, and you don't need to keep adding the number again. So here, whatever is repeating is 0 and 9, and you don't add another 0.0 and 9. You only take 109, okay? So it becomes how much do you multiply to get the decimal from here to here? You multiply by 100, so it's 100x equals 109.0909, so on, okay? So now we minus 100x minus x equals 99x, and then 109 minus 1 equals 108. You put x equals 108 over 99. To make sure this is in the simplest form, you should always do this, even if you know it isn't, but just to make sure, okay? Go on your calculator and put the decimal, okay? And then it will show you if it's in the simplest form or not. If it gives you the same answer, that means it's in the simplest form. If it gives you another answer, that means that's the answer in the simplest form. Here, when I put it on my calculator, I get 12 over 11, okay? But common sense wise, you can divide 99 by 9, and you can divide 108 by 9, and you get 12 over 11, okay? So make sure you always have it in the simplest form, okay? Here, they want the sum of the first 12 terms of the geometric sequence. So we already know it's a geometric sequence, okay? Now, they didn't tell us the common ratio, so we need to find it. So we take a term divided by its preceding one. So 3 divided by 1, which is 3, or 9 divided by 3, which is 3. So our ratio is 3, okay? Now, the rule for when they tell you the sum of specific numbers, you use S of n. So Sn equals G1, so the first term, into 1 minus r to the power of n over 1 minus r. Okay, this is a very easy rule to memorize. So Sn, so S of 12 equals G1, which is 1. So 1. And then 1 minus r, which is we found is 3. And then to the power of 12, because that's our n. And then 1 minus 3. Do it on your calculator, because like I said, you don't need to do it mentally or on the paper, because you literally have a calculator. And you get 265,720. Okay? The second one. Okay, the second one, they didn't specify how many terms they want. They said all the terms, okay? So we used the other rule. You remember the other rule we used at the beginning? So G1, why is it not writing? G1 so G1 on top of 1 minus r, okay? G1 here, it's 1,000, so 1,000 over 1 minus r. Let's find r. We take 500, because they told you it's a geometric series. Geometric series is the same as geometric progression, okay? So 500 divided by 1,000. Let me do that on my calculator. 500 divided by 1,000, and you get half. I should have known that already. Don't. Okay, you do that on your calculator. You do 1,000 over 1 minus 0.5, and you get 2,000. These are very simple questions, so if you get them wrong, shame on you. This is the same concept as the other one we solved. So x equals 2.141414, so on. And then what do we multiply to get this to there? Because we see the repeating numbers stop there. We multiply it by 100, so 100x equals 204.1414 ... Okay, so 100x minus x equals 214 minus 2. 100x, so 99x. You forget about the decimals, okay, when you're minusing, okay? Equals 212. You do it on your calculator. 212 over 99, because you're not sure if they're divisible or not. You get the same value, so it's not divisible by anything, and it's in its simplest form. Next question. Okay, this question is very simple, okay, but in this question we need to specify what progression it is. Like, for example, maybe this is arithmetic or geometric or quadratic, cubic, linear, whatever, okay? So we need to specify the sequences, okay? So 12 divided by 3 is 4, okay? And then 48 divided by 12 is also 4. But if we minus 12 by 3, you get 9. But if you minus 48 by 12, you get 36. So it's not the same. So when we find that 4 and the 4 is the same, so that's your common ratio, okay? So it's a geometric progression, and our ratio is 4, okay? So here they're asking you to find the what is it called? The nth term of each sequence, okay? So find the formula of it. That's technically what they mean, okay? So here we said G. I'll just say G for geometric, A for arithmetic, whatever, okay? So G and the R is 4, okay? We know that the formula for geometric progressions are G1 times, that's supposed to be a times R n minus 1. Here we have the R, which is 4, and the G1, which is 3. So you just look at the first number in the sequence. So 3 times 4 n minus 1, and that is your answer. Now, the second part. We need to specify if this is arithmetic, geometric, or quadratic, linear, whatever, okay? So, let's first do geometry. 11 divided by 7. Can you do that? No, but let's just do it in case, because sometimes they could be decimals. So it's 1.5714 ... okay? And then you divide 15 by 11. You don't get the same value, okay? So that means it's not geometric. Now let's do 11 minus 7. That's 4. And then 15 minus 11 is 4. And then 19 minus 15 is 4. So it's arithmetic. And the ratio, the common ratio, or the whatever it's called, is 4. Okay. The equation for arithmetic is A1 plus n minus 1 R or D. This technically is a D because we're using arithmetic, okay? So this is D, okay? So A1 is 7. So 7 plus n minus 1 times D, which is 4, okay? So 7 plus 4n minus 4. 7 minus 4 is 3. So 4n plus 3, and that is your answer. Always simplify. Now, this is kind of like the tricky one because no one's getting it, but it's simple in its ways, okay? So whenever they give you a fraction looking like this, n plus a box over n plus a box, we always put n equal to 1 to find it, okay? So we put n equal to 1 and then we equal the whole thing equal to A1, okay? Now, our A1 here is 2 over 5. And we said our n equals 1, so 1 plus box and 1 plus box. How do we get this 1 here to 2? You add 1. And how do we get this 1 here to 5? You add 4. And that's as simple as it is. You just add 1 over 4. Okay? Now the last part is not tricky when you know the rules, okay? So first thing, we can find if it's what type of progression it is, okay? So first we do 12 divided by 5, you get 12 divided by 5, you get 2.4. Then 25 divided by 12, you get 2.83333, okay? That means it's not a geometric progression, okay? Now you do 12 minus 5, you get 7, okay? And then 25 minus 12, you get 13. That means they're not an arithmetic progression, okay? So now we look for if it's a quadratic, linear, or cubic, okay? So how do we know if it's any of these? Let's go for quadratic first. Quadratic is if you minus these, and then 44 minus 25 is 19, okay? So if you minus them, you get the same number, okay? So the second common difference is the same. So 13 minus 7 is 6. And then 19 minus 13 is also 6. So the second second, yeah, that's how you read it. Yeah, second difference, whatever, is the same and it's equal to 6, okay? So that means it's a quadratic progression because it's the second difference that is equal, okay? Now let's find our sequence for the nth term formula for the quadratic progression. The second term is a n squared plus b n plus c, okay? So to find a, we do 2a equal the d. So let's fill it in. 2a equals 6 because we found our difference at 6. So a equals 3. So this here is 3. Okay. And here we fill it in. Okay. Now to find b is 3a. Wait, I need to go up here because you need to see. So 3a plus b is equal to, so here we said it's 7, 13, 19, and then here it's 6. Okay, so 3a plus b is equal to the second number here. So the first common difference, that's not common. So the first difference, okay? So it's equal to 7. Okay, then we go 3a, we already found a, which is 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. Plus b equals 7. Take 9 to the other side. b equals minus 2. And then we fill in b. Okay, now to find c, c is a plus b plus c equal to the first term of the sequence, so equal to 5. We know that a is 3, b is minus 2, and then plus c equals 5. So 3 minus 2 is 1, so 1 plus c equals 5. c equals 5 minus 1, c equals 4. Okay? You have to memorize these rules by heart. Okay? Last question. Okay, here they want the sum of all of them. So it didn't specify a single term. So we use the rule that states G1 over 1 minus R. Okay, so here they didn't give us the common ratio, but we can find it out because they gave you the second and the first. So the common ratio is 36 and it's geometric. So we divide or multiply. Okay, so 36 divided by 48 and you get 36 divided by 48, you get 0.75. So G1 is 48 because it's the first term over 1 minus 0.75. Do that on your calculator, you get 192. Okay, that is the 6.3 algebra course quiz done. Good luck.